Humber Bridge, Hessle, East Ridings of Yorkshire. The start of the Yorkshire Wolds Way. Back on the trail, absolutely buzzing. Back in the country. Only arrived back into the country early hours this morning. A few hours kip. Jumped on a train and voila, we're in Yorkshire. Train only arrived in at the station in Hessle at about 4 o'clock, so it's going to be a bit different to usual. I've not planned it. It's not like me, I like to plan everything to the nth degree, so we're just going to wing it. It's 4 o'clock. Take off a few miles, find somewhere to pitch, no idea where I'm pitching. That's a bizarre feeling. I feel pretty good about it, pretty chilled. Just enjoying the walk along the Humber estuary. Beautiful. The weather's really good as well. It's a bit cloudy, but it's really warm. So yeah, let's go a bit more inland and find these wolds. There is the option to walk along the banks on the front, but mud bath and keep to this lovely path. Staying dry. It's too early to be getting involved in that kind of stuff. This little scout campsite is wicked. Sadly it's closed down, not open at the minute. I would have liked to have camped up in the treehouse, but they've removed the ladders, so you can't get up. Gutted. It's an interesting thing to do, isn't it? After 7 days, donuts for breakfast, all inclusive. Cuba Libres by the pool all week. What do you do on the 8th day? Get back on the trail. I think I've done about 7 miles so far. Just easing in really. It's about 6:30 I think, so find somewhere to pitch up at the minute. It's all fenced off, and but it's getting really like wild. There's not really anybody about, a few bikers, a few runners, but you can still see the Humber estuary in the background. Don't know if you can see that, probably not. You can still see the Humber Bridge. So yeah, my stomach is, I'd say the last hour or so, my stomach's been asking me, where's the all-inclusive evening meal at? It's not coming. I wish it was. Oh man. 3 miles. I took the high tide route, so it came inland earlier than it usually does. Skirted through North Ferriby, which is residential. Went past the Marston's pub after about 3 miles. I was pretty tempted, but you can't be rewarding yourself for 3 miles work, can you? So always tastes better after a long day and you've earned it. I've definitely not earned it today, but going to be an interesting pitch up tonight. It's going to be as new for me as it is for you, finding out what's in my bag. I overslept, so I gave myself about 20 minutes to put stuff in my bag before catching the train. And then my quilt's the first thing I packed, so that's at the bottom. And my tent, definitely packed that, that's the last thing I packed. So I've got 2 bottles of water. Food wise, I've definitely got some freeze-dried meals, but I don't know what they are. Drinks, I've got a few sachets of something, but I didn't check what they were either. So one thing I already know I have forgotten is my buff, which comes in handy if it's cold at night, keeping my ears warm, keep your head warm. during the day, keeping sweat off yourself, and in the morning, if there's any moisture on the tent, it helps just gather that up before you set off. So that's one thing I definitely know I haven't got, but at least I've got my flip-flops. Yeah, I've got my flip-flops. So we'll see. Daylight is long this time of year. It's just silent. It's beautiful. Get the occasional walker. Other than that, it's just the wildlife and the great wide open. Don't judge me. Anyway, I'm in. I'm trying to be a bit quiet because there's a path. The trail is just behind this hedge that I'm in. I've just pitched up in a field. But it's a bit higher than the path. So although the path's right next to it, I'm a bit concealed, but I'm trying to be quiet because I've heard some runners go past, and yeah, we're very close, so. In fact, I can hear more voices now, so I'll bring you back in a bit. Just add water, but how much water? On the menu tonight we have smells pretty good. I'm going to eat this, get a hot drink on, and just enjoy the peace and quiet of the countryside. Really nice half day to start with. Really enjoyed it. Just gone 5 to 8, so I'll get this down me and just chill. It's been quite nice to not know where I'm going to pitch up or how many miles I'm going to do it in a day, so yeah. Day 2 starts with a double chocolate mocha. I look tired. Oh, yeah. Lovely dry night. I actually slept with the door open, which made for an interesting night. I was sleeping really well till about 1:30, and I heard a noise, which I'll play now. So I obviously sat all upright after hearing that. This noise was coming from behind me, and as my eyes adjusted to the light outside, I could see another, whatever the hell it was, on the brow of the hill. I would have liked to have filmed it, but that would have meant putting a torch on my camera, so, and I was pretty scared at the time, so I didn't want to draw attention to myself any more than, well, they must have known I was there, but as my eyes adjusted, like, I could see the silhouette of what it was, like a bloody deer or antelope or something. It was definitely not a sheep, definitely not a pig. It wasn't your typical farmyard animal. Like it either had horns or big ears, or it could still be in the field. Who knows what I'm in the field with, but everything seems a lot better when it's not dark, doesn't it? That's nice. Get this mocker down me and set off on day 2. Sort my bag out properly instead of just launching everything in there. Start of day 2. Just gone 8 o'clock, all packed up and gone. Feeling quite fresh. Amazingly good sleep considering the events of last night, but the weather's good. Sun is supposed to come out really well at about 3 o'clock, so end game for today, not sure. We'll see. At least 10 miles. I don't want to be leaving myself too much for tomorrow and Sunday, but we'll see what happens. I did read a couple of posts from people who said that this trail can be notoriously bad for picking up water, so see how that pans out. I don't mind knocking on doors of villagers if it comes to that, so we'll see, but yeah, crack on. Don't know where I am. Quite a good feeling actually. These trails are all about the people you meet along the way that make it special. Warming up already.
Huh? What are you doing?
Morning. I'll just get some water, sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said swollen up. I thought you got injured or
No,
something.
no.
All right. Yeah. Because it runs on the side of the hot pipe, so it makes the cold water warm.
Got you.
You don't need the loan now.
No, I'm absolutely fine. Thank you very much.
Did you get off at Hessle then?
I got Derby to Sheffield. Sheffield to. That's what I should have done, and I realised this as I went past Hessle.
Ah, did you go right into Hull then?
Yeah, and I had a 40-minute wait, and then had to come back on I drove through and I saw Hessle. I thought, oh no, I've gone past it.
Yeah.
But when we stopped at Brough, I thought, I wonder whether I could have got off at Brough.
You could have got off.
You could have started here, but that would have been cheated.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I know for next time. Thank you very much.
That's all right.
Have a good day.
Yeah, bye.
Absolute magic. Trail angels. I said I was willing to stop off and knock on someone's door for some water, and I've just done it. Lovely couple. Water replenished. Back on the trail, sun's coming out, it's really warm already. It'll be a good day if it carries on like that. Hey, calm down. Whew, it is warm. Just coming into Goodmanham, and I've spoken to a woman who owns a farm in the village, and they let Wolds Way walkers camp out in one of their fields for £10 a night. Use of a shower for a couple of quid extra as well. Tempting. It's 10 to 1, and it's too early really to be finishing up the day, but the idea of a shower, somewhere guaranteed to stick the teepee at the end of the day. But there's a pub just down the lane from that farm, I think, as well, so it's lunchtime. I'm starting to get a bit hungry. I've only had just having a few bites on the dried mango. That's all I've had to eat since the curry last night, so it's called for a well-earned pub break. Mull over the options and go from there. It's been a great morning so far. The landscape is really lovely. The weather's grand, and I'm feeling good. So let's get to the pub. That was a well-needed break. The Goodmanham Arms in Goodmanham. Decided to push on. It's 3 o'clock now, so anything there is just bonus really. The weather's still good, it's nice and warm. So but yeah, that pub, highly recommend. Well priced, proper pub food. The only trouble with stopping, and you've got to stop for breaks, but the only trouble with stopping for a couple of hours like that is I feel like I'm towing a caravan now. But left my tripod in the pub toilets, so I'm doing a U-turn. Only a tripod, but I quite like that tripod, so This is oppressive heat for walking in. Just had to stop and attend to my foot. I think I've got a couple of bites from holiday on there, and they're sort of on the part of the top of the foot where when you plant your foot it bends. It's just aggravating it, so I've just put a bit of Voltarol on that. Hopefully that will just take down any swelling. Just gave my feet a chance to breathe, took my shoes off. Oh man. It's been quite a lot of road walking this afternoon. Isn't the best in the sun, but plenty of sheep fields, cow fields. But they're all fine. You leave them be, they'll leave you be generally. Famous last words. Anyway, in the middle of nowhere, so I'll just keep plodding on, following the Garmin. Pay attention, I'm turning. Hasn't led me wrong yet, but to be fair, this trail has been so well signposted so far. There's just been a couple of farms where I was a bit unsure of which turn to take, but other than that it's been grand. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. So the trail has taken me around 3 corners of this field to the exit point. Need to go through here and rejoin the road there. I can hear that it's on, so I'm just gonna have to make a jump for it. Live to see another day. Dan's not dead. So little things like that just makes everything a little more interesting. Why have a gate when you can have an electric fence? Things like that, it's magic. That's me, done for the day, I think. Done about 23 miles, so an extra 8 after pushing on from the pub, so definitely worth it. Really glad I didn't just pitch up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and just settle for it. Had a good day, and I've actually got stronger since as the day's gone on. It's got hotter as the day's gone on, but I don't know, you do get stronger with these things. The more miles you get in your legs, the better it is. Got my makeshift clothesline, drying out my extremely sweaty shirt. So yeah, this is where I'm planning to pitch. Where my poles are. I'm in, all pitched up. Just gone 9 o'clock, sunset's in about 7 minutes. Gonna get my head down, I think. Had a hot drink. And yeah, I'm not going to be awake for too long tonight, hopefully. It's quite windy up here, which is quite nice. It gives a bit of a through breeze. I don't think there was much of a sunset tonight, but I'll leave you with whatever the phone picked up. It was a bit hazy, so I don't think there is one, but I'll leave you with that. I'll see you bright and early in the morning. 4:59 a.m. That's where I slept. It's a chilly start, but it's dry. The forecast is hot, hot heat. Let's get stomping. Good Lord. Laters. I've been going for about 2 hours. I feel like the only person in the world. Not seen a single person or car. It's just beautiful. Found a lovely looking bench. So I'm going to make myself a brew and give myself 10 minutes. It's just too much. The views are just... The camera can never do it justice. It's just 360. Sweeping valleys and hills. Wildflowers. Amazing. So I'm about halfway. Just passed through Friday Thorpe. And I called at the petrol station to top up on snacks. Got a box of Rice Krispie bars and the goat off soft drinks. So that'll set me up now. Should set me up until I reach camp tonight, wherever that will be. So halfway. Feels good. Weather's amazing again. There's a lovely breeze. Let's just enjoy life. I've done nearly 10 miles, about 9.5 miles. It's just gone 8 o'clock, so 3 hours. Very good going. Just so peaceful. Let's go. Just bumped into a human. Absolutely incredible. Stopped and had a lovely chat. I didn't get the chap's name. I was following up a hill for ages and I thought, oh, this old guy's struggling. Got to the top of the hill. A baby-faced 20-something-year-old. Dressed in big boots, long trousers, socks pulled up over his trousers, proper old school. But sat down for him and had a quick snack and a drink and just exchanged views of the trail so far and experiences, and just nice to stop and chat to people, like-minded people who are doing the same thing, done the same thing. It's so wild and open and deserted and natural, but the human contact's good, especially with somebody sharing the same journey as you. So I've been thinking about this since I started. I can't be the only person that isn't quite sure what a wold is. Obviously heard of Cotswolds, Yorkshire Wolds. I know I've heard of them, but I'm not too sure of the definition. So I'll Google it, and if I remember to Google it, I'll play that now.
Wold
Is a term used in England to describe a range of hills which consists of open country overlying a base of limestone or chalk. The Yorkshire Wolds in particular are chalk hills and are the northernmost in the UK. It's that chalk landscape that makes drainage very efficient and therefore the reason why this area is so dry. Interesting. Or was it? Did they even play the clip? I guess so, because you're watching this. Making really good progress. It's beating down. I'm going to get hotter this afternoon. Been having lots of little breaks, but I've made sound progress. Just keep finding a rhythm as well, so I'm trying to stick with it. When I'm in a rhythm, cash in and keep having regular 10-minute breaks. So yeah, it's all good. All good. Absolutely battered. Last few hours have been a slog. The heat's just ridiculous. I ran out of water about 2 hours ago. I've had a few breaks. There's a campsite about half a mile away, so with a shop. So I'm going to get up there, replenish my water and take a big break. The sign doesn't give you any clues. It's pointing upwards because I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but uphill. Oh, the water. You after the water? I don't know them. Ended up spending 3 hours at the campsite. Filled my boots. Just as I was walking into the yard, a food truck pulled up and they said I will be serving pulled pork, baps, hot dogs, burgers from 5 PM. I know what I'm doing, so a couple of ice creams while I waited for that. Watched the playoff final. Pulled pork back before kick-off, hot dog half time. Drowned myself in water. Got 4 filled bottles now, so should have no more problems with water until the end of the walk. So feeling quite rested. The temperature is perfect for hiking. It's clouded over the last couple of hours. Slight breeze, it's just perfect temperature. So my watch says I've got 19.6 miles to Filey. It's just coming up to 7 o'clock, so a couple of hours before sunset. Take off a few more miles, give myself an easy day tomorrow, and hopefully finish at lunchtime in Filey. So that is what I shall do. No forecast rain. It's going to be like this until the close of play, so time to cash in. Here's one thing I won't miss: resuscitating my airbed. Something else I left at home, my pump sack. It's exactly what you want at the end of a day's hiking. Oh well. Just gone 20 past 8, so just under an hour till sunset. As I'll show you around my bedroom. Oh. Here's my porch. Here's the bedroom. Quilt, pillow, and there's space down the side if I want to put my bag in there or any other belongings. It's pretty small. I think this is my second trip using this as my trekking tent, and I do prefer the Lanshan 2 actually. That used on my coast to coast, but it's still a good tent. And that's my view for the evening, overlooking I think that's the Vale of York. Nice way to finish off on my final night. Haven't seen the sea yet. It can't be too far away, I wouldn't imagine. Been going a few hours now, just got under 10 miles to go. It's looking very gloomy, be a shame to get wet through. So close to the end. Morning. That's 6 I've counted now. I seem to be in the middle of some sort of race. Sunday morning race across the Wolds. Howdy! Bit There's many different ways to say hello as you can. Watch this space, there's somebody coming out now. Guten Tag. What am I going with next? Just gonna let it float and see what comes out. I expect to speak German or someone. These things can happen to you on the trail. What's campsite? Top of the morning to you. Run forest. Just keep coming. Might as well keep you running. Speed this bit up. I'm all out of good mornings. Why can't I figure out ways to say good morning? I just say morning. 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 You alright? How did it? How did it? Is that a thing? It's about to be. How did it? I said how did it? How did it? How hard is how did it? How did it? How did it? Here comes one more. I've got a bit of time to think on this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep hossing. He's my favourite. Am I shouting at them? Maybe I'm going in with too much gusto. Here comes another. This is the thing now. This is a thing. It's ticking off. It ticks off half a mile. He looks like he's gonna be. Figure it out when he arrives. Come on, mate. You. Bring it home, son. I'll open the gate for you. Well, try and open the gate for you.
Right, thank you very much.
Have a good one. Keep on hossing. One of the gang. Oh God. It's all in. Morning, keep going, guys. Doing a good job. I don't know where they started, where they're finishing. Rather they than me. I don't know if I've got any more left in me. 3 of them. Okay. 3 good mornings. This could get wrong. No, wait.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Have a good one. No worries. Keep going.
Any more?
You talking to me? We're all talking to each other. Cyclist coming up my ass now. I'll have a mile. It's 5 AM, so.
When did you start?
Hessle, 4 PM Thursday.
Wow. We're going the opposite way. We're loaded up.
Is that what the race is like?
Yeah, there's 15 teams competing. This is the leg 2 for us. We used to do it south to north, and now it's north to south. So there's 15 teams. This is leg 2. These guys are just going from leg 2 over to Samsung, and then we work our way back through to Hessle this evening.
What, consecutive days?
No,
today.
today.
Just today.
You're doing it all today?
Yeah. I say it's 10 in a team. It's 10 in a team.
It's windy up there on them moors. It's windy and cold.
Is it? Yeah.
Fair play to them.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
God.
Hey, well done,
7.2,
you.
I think it is the 25.
Perfect. Have a good day, guys. Morning, chap. Okay.
Sorry?
Does it get any flatter?
It's mostly downhill.
Abba?
Yeah. There's a couple of steep bits, but most of it's downhill.
Yeah. Yeah. Cold up there. Very cold up there. Yeah. Just stopped and had a nice chat with a few of the guys at the top of the hill. I don't know if you heard that conversation. It's a team event. They're doing the whole Wolds Way today. Filey, they're doing the opposite way, Filey to Hessle. There's 10 teams, so 70 odd miles between 10 teams. It's a good sprint, isn't it, per team? 7 miles each. Guy recognised he was in a cricketing top and he recognised my hat. Not only that, he whipped it off my head. Said he was thinking of getting one. Bit useless information there for you. What a day to finish. Just dropping into Filey now. So I'll end it here. I've got cow shit up my leg. My feet are done. So I'll hand you over to future Dan to wrap it up. Cheers for watching. Yeah, thanks Dan. And that's it. The end of my Wolds Way adventure. From winding wildflower-laden valley floors to sun-kissed hilltops, it's had everything that I love about the English countryside. If you're looking for unspoilt natural beauty, then escape the rat race and head to the Yorkshire Wolds. It's made such a nice change to just chuck a bag together and go. No limits or targets other than getting to the sea on Sunday. Although more challenging than I imagined, partly due to the weather, it couldn't have gone better and it's given me exactly what I needed. Cheers for watching.
You nearly fell then, didn't you? Ooh! You made it look very difficult.
You can't show that you've got weak legs on the last bit.
I think it was higher than he thought it was. That looked better.